Good morning. Today's session we are going to see the math subject for grade 3. Previous session we discussed about the edges and corners of solid shapes. I hope everyone are understood the concept clearly. Good. Now we start to discuss the next topic is that tessellation. So tessellation is that it's a last topic in this lesson. So first we see the what is tessellation. I hope you are all going to enjoy this session. Okay, shall we start the class? Yeah. So now see the studio page number 18. So see that this is a key question. How can we create a link patterns? Okay, so now we start with the PEP activity. Look at the PEP activity 1.17. 1.17. Look at how the bricks are arranged in the figure 10. So see the figure 10, it's a brick wall. See they given two questions. What is the question that? Are there any gaps between the bricks? No. Tick the no box. Next, are there bricks or overlapping? No. Tick the no box. What will happen if there is a gap in the wall? In that wall, if there is a gap means what will happen? What will happen? Yes, the wall is collapsed. Okay, so what will happen if there is a gap? There are gaps in the wall might collapse. See, those who have the studio, write in your studio itself what are the answers. I writing the questions. Those who not have the studio, take your notebook, write everything in that notebook itself. Write the activity name and number, write the questions also. No need to draw in the pictures in your notebook. Okay, those who have the studio, write in the studio itself. Those who not have the studio, take your notebook, write down in the notebook itself. Okay, next we see the what is tessellation. See that figure 10 bricks are repeatedly arranged without any gaps in between, forming a tessellation. So without any gap, if there is a gap means the wall must be a collapse. Okay, but without gaps they arranged that bricks in that wall. Okay, so the bricks are repeatedly arranged without any gapping. See the word without any gapping is in between, forming the tessellation. So that is the tessellation. So what does that means? The shapes that fit together without leaving gaps, without leaving gap in between or overlapping from. Okay, overlapping form. Okay, without leaving gaps, overlapping. No overlapping. I mean without leaving gaps, no overlapping. Is there means that is the tessellation. So tessellation is that there is no gap and no overlapping. Okay, that is the tessellation. Okay, clear? So underline the words. Underline the words. That is the key words for you. Okay, underline the words, ma'am. Tessellation is that without leaving gaps or overlapping while forming the shapes. That is tessellation. Okay, so next we see the activity 1.18. Identify the shape that is repeating to form the tessellation. Draw the shape in the space provided. So see here, so one side they given the tessellation, another side you have to draw which shape is repeated. Okay, which shape is repeating in the tessellation, that we have to draw. Okay, see that what is the shape is one, so that you have to draw it in the space provided. Yes. So next one is that yeah. So next one is a small square. So next one is a yes, X again. Okay. So this is the activity. If I give the tessellation means you can identify the which shape is repeated. Yes. So this is the concept in that activity 1.18. If I give the any tessellations pattern, you can identify the which shape is repeating. Okay, which shape is repeating. You can identify. You can able to identify. Okay. Yes. Shall we see the next activity? Yeah. So next activity is your home fun. Look around activity 1.19, page number 20. So those who not have the studio, take the note, copy down everything in your note itself. Tessellation are found in many objects around us. They are found in objects like carpets, quilts, tiles and buildings. Name any two objects from your surroundings that shows the tessellation. Name any two objects. You have to write the name of the object from your surroundings that shows a tessellation. That shows a tessellation's concept. What is meant by tessellation? There is no gap or overlapping. That is tessellation. Okay, so this is your home fun. So next, shall we see the next activity? Yeah. So next activity is that hands-on activity. So what you are going to do means, listen carefully, trace the following shapes, cut them out and fit them together to see if the shape is tessellate. Tick the shapes that tessellate. So see here they given the two objects. One is arrow mark, some is the other shapes. The four shapes are given. Okay, you have to cut 4 or 5 shapes in each shape. Okay, you have to cut 4. You have to cut for 4 each shape. Okay, so 4 arrow marks for each shape. You have to cut 4. Okay, afterwards you arrange the shapes, fit together. Okay, if fit together, if the shape there is no gap and overlapping means that is tessellate. If the shape is tessellate means put a tick in the light green box. Okay, if it is not tessellate means you have to put wrong symbol. You have to put the wrong symbol. Okay. So in my answer is arrow and this one. So you have to check and then you have to put the tick in the 2 boxes. Okay, you have to check. Okay, you should check first. Okay, shall we see the next activity? Yeah. Yes. So next activity is the look deep activity 1.21. So what is given in that question activity? The honeycomb is formed by the tessellation hexagons. Okay, hexagon. What will happen if the repeating shape is honeycomb is a circle instead of hexagon? So what will happen? We have to draw the honeycomb using the circle shape. Okay, draw the honeycomb with circles in the space provided. So we want to draw using the circle to draw the honeycomb. So see there. So see here I have the gap. Okay, so if there is gap means it is not a tessellation. See here. So see, having the gap. So tessellation means what? There is no gap and no overlapping. Okay, that is tessellation. But see here have the gap. So this is not a tessellation. So see the question, does it form a tessellation? No. Why? Does it form a tessellation? No. Because what is the answer? There is a gap. Yes, there is a gap between the circles. Okay, no, because there is a gap between the circle. Okay, do you understand this activity? Yeah. Shall we see the next one? So write down everything in your studio itself. Those who not have the studio, take your notebook and write down this activity in note itself. So next one is there, they given one line. What does it means? The tessellation can also be created with more than one shape. So in previous activity we see that only one shape only tessellate. But we can create the more than one shape to form the tessellation. So see here the next activity is 1.22 activity. In that activity, following the tessellation, identify the number of shapes. Write if it is a one shape. If it is a one shape, it tessellate means you have to write one shape. If it is a more than one shape means you have to write more than one shape. One has been done for you. So see that example. So how many shapes are there? Only one shape, but colors only is different, but have the only one shape. So you have to write the one shape. Now you cleared? Yes. So now you have to say the second one answer. So see that picture, see the tessellation. Yes, here have the more than one shape. So you have to write the more than one shape. One shape. Next one is the answer. Yes, here also it's more than one shape. Very good. Yeah. Any doubts you have? If one shape is tessellate means write one shape. If more than one shape is repeated means you have to write more than one shape. Clear? See here. It's one shape or more than one shape? Very good. More than one shape. Next one, it's one shape only. Colors alone different. One shape. Next one also one shape. Listen carefully. See the picture. Identify the picture properly. One shape. So next one is also the one shape. So next one is more than one shape. One shape. So next one is that more than one shape. Very good. Yeah. You have any doubts in this topic? Yeah. So next we see the companion activity 1D, that is your home fun. So activity 1D, observe how many shapes are used for each tessellation. Write if it is a one shape or more than one shape. Draw the shapes that are tessellating. Okay. So previous activity we seen this concept only. So you have to apply the two activities concept in that companion activity. Okay. So see here. So one side they given the tessellation. So first column, second column you have to write the, if it is a one shape is repeated means write one shape. If it is more than one shape means write more than one shape. Okay. Afterwards you have to write what you have to draw what shapes is repeated. You have to draw and show it to me. So see here. So one, in first question, one is the diamond, another one is the, it's like a hexagon. Okay, you have to draw the two shapes. Next one is that it's just triangle. So only one triangle only is repeated. So one shape, draw the triangle here. So this is the way you have to write the answers for the activity. Okay, you have any doubts? Those who not have the companion, write down in the notebook and write the answer. Take the pictures, upload in the app itself. Okay, yeah. Yes. So next activity is the individual activity. Think and ink. Create tessellation using shapes of your choice. Okay, activity 1.23, page number 22. So first one you have to create the tessellation using one shape. You have to use a one shape you have to create. For example, so this is your example only pa. Okay. So this is one box you have to draw. Yes. So all the boxes square only is repeated. That's it. So tessellations using more than one shape. More than one shapes you have to create. Okay. Example I will show you. Yes, this is the example for you. Here I use the two triangles and one square. two triangles, one square. So it's a more than one shape. So this is for your example. Okay, this is for your example. You have to think and create yourself and choose the shape and draw the tessellation using one shape. Here it's using a more than one shape. Okay, this is for your example. No need to copy this in your studio. You have to think yourself and create yourself. Yes, next activity is here. Now I can. So you can identify the which shape is tessellate in the given tessellation figure. Yes, put tick. Identify how many different shapes are used. If I give the any tessellations, if it is a more than one shape means you can identify. If it is a one shape means you can identify the tessellation is used more than one shape. Yes, put tick. You can create the tessellation using one or more shapes. Put tick. Okay. So afterwards it's a project time. Ma listen, it's your project time. It's a partner activity, but we can't do it now. Okay, but what you have to do means you have to do it in home itself. So I will explain you how to do this activity. We can create the models of objects using the solid shapes, cube and cuboid, cylinder, sphere, cone. Okay, so what you have to do means listen, fill in the details after creating the model we created. If it is a cube means write cube. If it is a cylinder means write cylinder. If it is a what model you have created, that you have to write the model name. For example, it is a cube. For example, it is a cube. Okay, cube means if I created the cube model means what is the top view of the model cube? Top means obviously it's a square. So front view is also the square. Side view is also the square. Yes. So if you created the cylinder model means you have to draw the top is a circle, front is a cylinder, again side is a cylinder. I mean rectangle. Rectangle you have to draw. Okay, now you understood. Yes. So our model has dash edges, dash corners and dash faces. See here I created the cube. So how many edges in cube? Yes, very good. It's 12. Corner 8. Faces 6. Okay, now you understood. If you created the cylinder means you have to write the how many edges, corners, face in cylinder having. That you have to write. Clear? This is your example, Palm. So next you have to give your feedback. Okay, now you have to give that feedback for the category. Okay. So last one is the concept map. Concept map means you have to write the what you learn from this topic, that you have to write. First one is the flat shapes. Opposite corners are joined by a very good, that is diagonal. Superb, superb. So you have to draw one shape with the diagonals. Draw the square and use a scale to draw the diagonals. Okay, the view from the top is called the top view. Very good. View from the front, that is front view. So the view from the side, side view. Very good, superb. So next we have to write what is this. This one is a corner. Corner. This one is edges. Edges. Next one is face. Okay. So next one is tessellation. So the flat shapes, solid shapes, tessellation. These three concepts only we learned in this lesson. Okay. Tessellations are formed by the shapes without leaving gaps. Underline that word, underline the line, without leaving gaps or overlapping. Here you have to create one tessellation. You have to create one thing. Like this you have to create. Okay. So next activity is the journal time. Okay, journal time, it's in your companion. So this is the journal time session. After this lesson, I feel confident or confused. one thing I learned in this lesson. What topic you learned this lesson? That topic name you have to write. For example, if it is a tessellation or tangram or solid shapes, edges, corners, whatever it is, that you have to write. Okay, new thing I learned from this lesson, that you have to write. Next one is one thing I will share with my partner. So my friend have the doubts in this topic, so I will share this to my friend. Sorry, here the friend is, sorry, it's a parent. Okay, I will share this topic to my parent. What is the topic name? That you have to write. Okay, so next one is that over. So last one is the question time. That is your home fun for you. Draw the diagonals for following shapes. Write the number of diagonals for each shape. So next one is the properties of the solid shape. Face, corners, edges. Each shapes you have to write. Already we discussed the properties of the solid shapes. Okay, I think very easy for you. Okay. So now I am going to conclude the sessions with a quick recap. In this session, we learned the what is tessellation. Tessellation means there is no gap and overlapping, that is tessellations. So if I give the tessellation means which shape is repeated, that you can identify it and draw it. That is the one type of activity. Another activity is that if I give any tessellations means you can say that that tessellation is the one shape. That tessellation is more than one shape. So you can identify. So this one is the next activity. Okay. So question time, it's your home fun. I hope you all enjoyed this session. Thank you.